You have to get up early in the morning to beat Manolo, I'm telling you.
Welcome everyone. Today is Friday, which means it is our weekly Q&A day. I am Bridget Bartlett. I'm here with my fellow visionaries. I want to, before we get started, I want to make sure that you all know how you can join. Of course, everyone can watch on YouTube or in our Facebook group for free if you're not a member. But I want to share my screen here and make sure that y'all know how to join here. So you can go to myvisionagency.com if you are a member and you want to join us in the Zoom meeting. You can go there and then you'll get access to the membership area. So it'll say visionary members up here. You want to go to the learning tab and you'll see Zoom support. And that is where you want to get access. You'll see the weekly Q&A. Also, since we're here, Monday through Thursday after the live training, we do have open office hours. You can always come here and just go right to the Zoom meeting. There's no like additional login. No matter where you're at when you join, you're always getting sent back to the same area. Okay. Sometimes, in an effort to make things simple, I put different ways of joining, like different links and things like that, but they all lead back to the same spot. So if you're like, I don't know where to join, always go to your membership area, learning tab, Zoom support. All right, so you'll also see if you are a certified partner, what you want to do is you want to log into the membership area. You're going to go to the learning tab. You'll see certified partners, and then you will see there the weekly group coaching, and then which is our weekly Q&A session. And then also you see the open office hours there as well. Okay, now if you are a free member and you are not a visionary member, you can always go to the YouTube channel and you'll see I just started this today. I'm testing this out to see if you guys like this better because I do get a lot of questions, especially from new members about how to join our Zoom meetings. So I did post this here. I'm going to try to do this every day when we have a meeting just to make it more clear. But one thing, just to be completely transparent about, I just don't want to burn everyone out with the emails. Okay. So I definitely want to send you an email when I'm going live, but I don't want to send you an email like a notification from the group that I posted something and then an email that we're going live. And then, some of these communities really burn you out with all those emails. And so I certainly don't want to do that. So I just want to kind of test this out and see. So definitely you guys give me some feedback if you think like, oh, I'm getting too many notifications, let me know so I can change that. Okay. You'll see here that I did post that for the free group, but if you are in our free group, you don't have access to our weekly Q&A, but you can join the Facebook group or you can watch on YouTube. With the visionary members and the certified partners, you'll see that I did post this today as well. So you can watch the meeting, like you can see here. If I push play, that's on YouTube, or you can click right here to join the Zoom. So I'm trying to make that as simple as possible for you guys to get access. Okay. Now you'll also see in the learning tab, and again, I think you guys got emails about this. You'll see in the learning tab that I actually added another course here. Okay. So this is the course that we went over with the start and build your business. So you can see there's step-by-steps. If you're in the free training, you guys get access to this course as well. So you'll go to the 200 free leads training, and then you also have the start a business. Okay. Now, why did I put this in a membership area when I streamed it live? Okay. Well, one thing is not everybody watched it live, right? So I want to give people a place to go. Also, when I stream it live, it's like one day here's a video, the other day here's another video. And if you've ever taken a course and you finish the one video, you're like, where's the next video? And you have to dig and try to find it. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you may have like suggestions of other videos, and then you may, maybe you can't find part two. So it just is so much easier for people to be able to come into this membership area. And then you get all of the training modules here. Now, what's really great about when you build this into the membership area is you can add all of your resources. And of course, when it's a free area, you need to monetize, because why would you create a course if there's no way for you to make money doing it, right? It's fun to create courses, but if we're doing this, we're spending a lot of time, we're taking time away from our families and all of that, and it better be worth it in some way, right? So if you create a free course, and of course, I'm always transparent with you guys, make sure that you have a way of monetizing. So I know if people opt in for my free course, when they go here, okay, so what am I doing? I'm telling you everything that I'm doing here. Overview. Okay, so how to start and build your business online. I'm showing how to start and build it step by step. You guys saw that training. I'm showing them how to do this on high level. Okay, and I don't necessarily have to say how to start and build a business on high level. I could, but the people who are signing up for that are going to be people who are with high level. Okay, so what I want to do is show them how to do something. So I want to lead with the value. And then if they like the tool that I'm using and I'm showing in the training, then they can sign up for high level. So you can see here's how I'm monetizing. So this is all the same training that I have on YouTube or I have in the knowledge base, but I put it in this easy to consume format, which is the course. Okay. So I have the video here, which is being privately hosted. It's not on YouTube. So that really helps with the like all the ads and being distracted and all of those things. And then, of course, like I said, I have my call to action down here. Okay. So my goal is show them how to build a business on high level, show them every step of the way so that they're completely prepared, even how to get leads, create their first Facebook ad, and then even how to duplicate the business. Okay. So I'm giving them the knowledge, I'm giving them the tools that they need to do it literally from beginning to end. So the chances of them wanting to sign up for high level are pretty good. Okay. So here's why, or here's how I'm monetizing that. So now what I can do and what I did do is I ran ads. Okay. So I have ads currently going right now, and the ad is free course, how to start and build your business online. So people sign up for the course, they get access to this whole training as they're watching the course. Of course, they can choose to opt in. What's also cool is since we have this communities feature, they can also be engaged in our community and be able to ask questions and things like that. Okay. So anyway, that is just kind of I wanted to show you the course. I wanted to, so that you guys can, find it so that you can access it. But also I kind of wanted to explain to you the whole purpose of these free courses and communities and how you can use them to grow your business. Because I know if I am running ads to a free course, how to start and build your business online, then the people opting in for that are a perfect target audience for me because it is people who are wanting to build their business. Okay. So since that's what I teach, those are my perfect people. So I'm providing value to them and it's a free course. So I'm introducing myself. So I'm really there working through my funnel, my whole customer journey. By the time they get to the end of it, they're going to know me. They're going to know my teaching style. They're going to know if this is a great tool for them. They're going to know if this is going to work for their business. They're going to know if they are capable of completing these tasks. Because if video one, they're like, I'm already lost. I'm so confused. And they don't have the desire to keep going, or they don't have the desire to hunt down the answers to their questions, they're not going to be a great person for this program. And so we're really helping people to decide, are they a good fit or are they not a good fit with this course? Okay. Because I'm all about, I want to save you time. I want to save my time too. So if you decide this isn't a great option for you, then you've saved us both time, right? So everybody wins. So, did you guys have any questions or anything about that?
Yeah,
Oops.
I do.
Yeah, right. I'll be
Uh,
right with you, Manila.
sorry, Manolo. Does the myvisionagency.com/help not work anymore? I I went to communities and what you had up there just now on the screen, and it said I needed to update my profile. Nobody, I needed a profile. And
Yeah.
so I said, well, I know that you had a help screen there. So I went to the same thing, myvisionagency.com/help, and it's not showing anything. It's just a white screen.
So here's the myvisionagency.com/help.
Yeah. But I
Um,
don't have that. I
You
don't
don't
know.
have this? Did you spell it right?
No, I did members like you had before.
Oh,
Member.
yeah, members.
And
Yeah, it's not going to be the help. It's going to be members.myvisionagency.com to get you logged in.
okay.
Um,
Well,
my myvisionagency.com/help is the knowledge base. Members.myvisionagency.com is the membership area that you log into.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Cool. Manolo, how can I help you, sir?
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. I am working with Restream, and I want to make sure I saw, well, I tried to see the video that you created for recording stuff like that. In my version, the one on YouTube, the voice didn't match the lips or the person that was talking.
What is it,
That
the webinar that I did with our other? Okay, yeah.
lady. But I just want to know, I'm working with Restreams, and I'm I'm testing the whole thing now. So I want to know, are we using Restreams, of course, to broadcast to different sites, okay, different platforms? Are are we using um Descript for something else? Are we recording on Descript or Restream? I mean, I know Restream is for live. I'm not going live yet. I want to record the videos, and I wonder where is best, or where are we doing it as a team? What would be the best advice? What should I record first and edit it, and then tell me? What would
With
you?
with Restream, I actually love the quality now with Restream. And you can actually kind of look and see the difference. Like right now, I'm using Restream, but I'm actually streaming with Zoom. And you can tell when you stream with Zoom in the bottom right of the screen, it says Zoom and it's kind of tacky and the picture quality is not that great. But you can see yesterday I used Restream and the quality was much, much better. So I love the idea of recording with Restream. I also love that when you do record, if you have any screen overlays, just like with OBS, that you can include all of those. You can also include the little lower thirds. So if you have, something that you want to share, all of those things that would be kind of like time consuming to build inside of OBS, Restream makes really simple. So having said that, you can record just like you would be going live in Restream. Okay. Now, the part where you see Descript is once the video is already recorded, you can edit in Descript, which is super cool. It's like like an organic integration. So if you're using Descript, okay, and you wanted to take your video from Restream and you wanted to just automatically upload that into Descript so that you could edit it and you could change like what I love about Descript is you have the text from the video and you can edit the video based on the text. So if I say kitty cats instead of puppy dogs, I could go in there and then change kitty cats to puppy dogs in the text, and then it would have my voice say puppy dogs instead of kitty cats. So that's basically the difference between straight recording and Restream, great quality. But then if you want to do some editing like that, then you have that ability to just automatically send it right to Descript without like downloading and uploading and all of that.
Now, to do that, you do have to download the video from Restream to put it on what's the other one? Descript.
Oh, I haven't done that. I just saw that they had that option where you can edit to Descript. So it would be kind of weird if you still had to download that, unless it was like smart enough to that if you have Descript downloaded on your computer, which they recommend, and then you download that, if it was smart enough to download to the Descript app. So do you have Descript downloaded on your computer?
No, no.
Because that's technically how that should work. So I would say if it's making you like download it, it's probably because you don't have Descript downloaded to your computer. So if you did that and then you also clicked download, it should just send that right to Descript.
without having to download if I had it already in my computer.
Yeah, if you had the Descript app down on your computer, and then you go to Restream and you click to edit that video in Descript, you should click that button and it should send it right to the Descript app.
Do you mind showing me that? Because I'm playing with Restream and it's very good, but it doesn't have that many tools to deal with.
Yeah, it's not a video editor.
It's not a video editor at all.
Yeah, and I don't have there's really nothing to show. You just need to download Descript and then click the button that says Descript on your video.
So Restream, we record the video or go live with it to different platforms. If I want to get that video and edit it, you know, my background, my eyesight, my home and all that stuff, Descript, and
You want to think of Restream as a multi-stream platform, like production tool. Okay. It's not a video editor. It's really not even designed to record videos, to be honest.
just to go live.
It's just kind of the bonus part that they add in there because a lot of people want that option to be able to like record and all of that. And it does like I said, it kind of simplifies the process because if you had to build all those overlays out inside of OBS and then, you know, like switching between scenes, it just makes things, especially if you're not an OBS expert, it just makes things much more like beginner friendly or user friendly without that big learning curve. But yeah, once the video is done, that's when you need a video editor, right? The ideal thing to do with Restream is go live with your videos or record as if you're going live. So if I was recording as if I was going live, I would want my little banner at the top there. I would be showing like lower thirds. I would maybe like play like yesterday. What I did is I was live and then I played a pre-recorded video. And then once that was over, I went back live again. So if you want to do all of that without recording and editing, that it's super easy to do that in Restream. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to just shoot the video and then piece all those things together, then you would need a video editor.
Which is Descript.
Yeah, you could use Descript, but you don't have. I mean, there's lots of video editors that you can
I have one myself, but I was wondering, can we record in Descript, edit it, and then put it on Restream?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you could do that. Because with Restream, the reason that you can do that is because with Restream, you can upload pre-recorded videos. So really at that point, you could edit it in Descript, you could edit it in Camtasia, you could edit it in CapCut, whatever you want to do, because you're just uploading that video. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tell it to live stream that pre-recorded video. And then you can live stream everywhere as if you pressed go live.
Charles, is that what you're doing?
It's funny, I'm learning, like what I'm doing is I'm recording videos in OBS. I'm kind of doing it like it's live. So I have like stuff popping up on the screen. And then once it's done, right, then I just download it and I upload it to Descript. And then I make the edit in Descript because it's just, you know, text to edit. Like the text pops up is real easy for me to edit and cut stuff out. Or because I know that when I'm in OBS, if I need to just pause for a minute, like I can, because I know I'm going to put it in Descript and then just edit it like I need to make it fluid.
Can you paste on Descript? Like you record something today and then something tomorrow and then you put it together?
Yeah. Like yeah. So like I can take two different videos and put them together and stuff like that, or insert them in the video. The other thing too, Descript, you can pull. I know we have the other platform too, but you can automatically with AI pull some social media clips, and then you can do the text overlay, you know, with the words popping up when you're talking. I like Descript from the transcript standpoint too. Like it's really, you know,
easy to edit it that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
they'll automatically pull out the and, you know, all that type stuff. Sometimes I leave them though.
Thank you much.
Yeah, Descript is more like it's like a AI influenced video editor. So it's like you have like Camtasia, which is like a video editor, or CapCut video editor, right? But then you have Descript, which is like AI plus video editor has a baby, and then now they have Descript. So it's like a it's like a good combo of the two.
And then real quick, the other thing, like Descript has this, I love this feature. It's a when you highlight the sound, so like you hit the bar and then the sound will be at the bottom. You highlight the sound and then you can click studio sound and then it'll change the vocal automatically and it sounds fantastic. So like even if I hear background noise, like when y'all were talking about the I forget when y'all talking about the other
Chris.
yeah, crisp, when y'all talking about crisp, like it takes care of all that for me. So
Cool, cool. Ray, you had your hand up. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Ray.
There we go. It's the same thing that we were talking about. If you do record and restream, my question is, what does it save it in MP4 format? And you can,
Yeah, if you as soon as you record and restream, show you here, it shows up right here. Like you can see, this is actually us right now, right? So this video that I did yesterday, I could schedule, like I have done nothing to this, okay? So this is just the recording. This is where they all end up. And you can see, I think it only keeps like 2 weeks worth of your last videos. But you can schedule and just automatically like rebroadcast this if you want to. It only keeps it for a month, so just know that. But you could here schedule the stream, you could download, you could trim and save, you could do the edit and descript here. If you go to download, you'll see that you have the options here. So you have the full video MP4 for audio, and then split audio tracks, so you can download the audio and the video separately. And then you could also do, now they have the split video tracks. So you could split like the camera, the video sources, and all of that into different segments.
Pay
So
attention and listen because I'm going to show you the.
that was an AI voice if I ever heard one.
so I use OBS and then I don't plan on not editing it. So right now I'm editing in Premiere Pro, and this is to do a video, not a stream. And so if I use OBS and it saves in an whatever it is, and then I remux it to an MP4, I bring it over to Premiere Pro, and I can do anything with Premiere Pro, but it's tedious. So if Descript can upgrade me a little bit and get rid of some of the ums and ahs, and or I can physically cut out something that I decided not to include, maybe I'll shift over to Descript, and the output of Descript would just be another MP4. Is that right? Yeah. And then I would publish it. So that's taking care of the video that I'm making, but I've got to get better at live streaming. And so I'm going to have to practice live streaming and see what happens. And you recommend using Restream and then sending it. Well, Restream will do it. We'll live stream.
Yep.
But it'll also allow me to save for a future, maybe editing a little bit like you do, and then saving it out on the YouTube.
Yeah, like a great strategy that I use. Okay. So I use Restream. So I'm live streaming everywhere. You guys, the live stream is, I don't know why more people don't do this. Honestly, I think it's just maybe just being insecure or something. Because I live stream 5 days a week. Nobody puts the content out that I do. And the only reason I'm able to do that is because I live stream. If I had to record these videos and I had to edit them and then put it, it's like that would just be so time consuming. And then I would have to figure out like, what other content am I going to show? Because I need to be sharing something on a regular basis. It just like, it eliminates a lot of stuff. Okay. So if you can be so efficient with this process that you are I mean, it's so amazing. The more times that you do this, the more ways that you find to like save yourself the time. You get into this crazy routine where it's like, I mean, I literally could work 4 hours a day and probably less than that. And people are like, oh my gosh, how do you do everything that you do? But it's because I'm efficient and I automate things. It's because I have the same routine that I've done for more than 4 years now. And I utilize tools that make that easy for me. So, Ray, look, this is the whole live stream strategy. Okay. Figure out what you're going to talk about. Create the thumbnail, create the event on Restream, set the event, right? At the time, you're going to go live and you're just going to talk like you normally talk and teach people. Like, Ray, it's so funny with you because I know that you taught college. So when you get up there in front of your class, you don't just get the chance to say, "Oh, stop! Oh, I totally messed that up. I don't even know why I said that. That was so crazy. I should have never said that." Okay, record again. Hi, I'm Ray. You don't do that when you're in front. So imagine that you are live and you're just in front of the class. And then take that video and then live stream that if you're too nervous to do it in the beginning. But if you get in that routine, it's just like you're showing up for your teacher job, teaching your class. You're just live and you're just showing them. And people love the live. But also, you take that video, you've live streamed. There's no editing. Don't even edit it. Don't even edit it. And then you put that in your membership area or you send that video to your email list, right? So we're creating the thumbnail, we're creating the Restream event, we're going live, we're taking our emails either before or after, and we are sending that video to our email list. Okay. If you do that 5 days a week, think about what you're doing. You're creating 5 days worth of great content. You're sending out 5 emails to your list to remind them who you are and the value that you provide. Okay, that's 5 times a week. Now imagine what you're going to have at the end of the year, whatever 52 times 5 is. You're going to have all these videos. So I think we just overthink these things a lot, and we start talking about video editing. And honestly, I don't even edit videos. That video I created yesterday, I was like, I got to remember how to edit videos now because I done it so long. So don't get overwhelmed with all of that stuff. Okay. I would love to see you just going live so that you don't have to worry about all these editing. And it just takes so much time. But like Charles loves to send videos about like, like customized videos for like proposals. And that's a super awesome because you're asking for a lot of money from people. So you want to look professional, you want to look on point, and you want to let them know that you care about their business and their money so much that you went through the extra mile to create this custom solution for them.
Yesterday, it took me 4 hours maybe to do a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
I wanted it right. I wanted it, I missed that. I'll start over. And I shouldn't have. I should have
Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, you're right. I'm learning.
I used to do that all the time too, and that's why I just like going live. Because I can't redo the live. Everybody's seen it, so there's no point in me. And there are times that I want to, because sometimes I have technical problems, or sometimes things just don't work out, but I just leave them up because that's reality. That's things that happen. And I get so much feedback from people like, "Oh, I saw that video you did and that didn't work. And hey, did you ever solve that problem?" And I could say, "Yes, I did. And here's how I solved it." But if I didn't have that problem, they would have never contacted me and said, "I had the same problem. How did you solve it?" So everything is an opportunity. So don't overthink it. Be yourself, because what we want to do is two things. We want to relay the value that we have to give, but we also want to introduce ourselves and let people get to know us. And those two things can be done in the same video live with all kinds of imperfections.
Well, I'm getting better at it, but those that I did in December and November, I need to go back and redo them.
Nope. Don't do it. Don't. Nope, don't do it. I'm going to look. I hope I see. Don't redo it. It hurts the algorithm, Ray. But also, I wish that I could go back and delete some of the videos that I've done too that are horrible. Or maybe even there are some I got the information wrong. So I really want, but they're like huge views on these videos, and I can't do it. It messes up the algorithm. It's like those videos have a purpose, just like all the ones who perform flawlessly.
Right.
ask
Ray,
Which,
one
don't,
more
right.
question? Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Ray,
What I was
don't
gonna
do
say.
it. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to cut in front of the line, but Ray, you know how many videos I put out all the time. And I just did that where I put out a video that was important and I cut and spliced another person into it. I uploaded it, and then the next day I went to look at it. I was like, what the heck happened? The person was gone. And I just downloaded the wrong one. So instead of deleting it from YouTube, I left it and gave it another title and put another one up and said, yes, I don't have to record another one today. So just put it up there. Flaws and all warts and all, who cares? They're going to look at it, and you're going to endear yourself by just being yourself.
Yeah.
What? Well, I was gonna ask you, right? What's your favorite TV show?
I like crime shows like Law and Order or something
Law
like
and
that.
Order. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the first episode of Law and Order, and then I want you to look at the latest episode of Law and Order.
28 years ago or 28
Okay,
seasons.
so what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Change, progress.
right. So if they can leave it up, you can too. They making a whole lot more money off restreaming than all of us. So, like it's not that big a deal. And people like to see it.
I appreciate it if those of you that are interested in helping go out to my YouTube. That's YouTube at Ray Hines, and evaluate my newest ones versus the older ones. I've turned over a new leaf, and I am Papa Ray, and that goes way back in the family. I'm the oldest. I just turned 78. I'm Papa Ray. I feel like though that's so many other slick ones that have the things coming and flying in and doing slick stuff, and they're not down to earth, and that's the only thing I've got going for me is that I'm down to earth and I know my stuff, and so I'm not going to change it, but I just feel like it's second rate. These guys are up here and I'm down here.
Don't compare yourself. So this is the funny thing. Okay. When I went to the event in Dallas, there were all kinds of marketers and like big names in marketing, and I really didn't know any of them. And it's probably shocking to a lot of the people that I was talking to that I really don't know a lot of these people and what they're doing. Okay. And I have a reason for that. I love to learn from other people, but I don't want to put myself in a box where I'm constantly comparing myself to other people. And not doing that has helped. Like, what I like to do is tune into my own community. I don't really care what other affiliates and everything, what they're all doing with High Level. I mean, I love their success, and I cheer for them, and I'm super excited about all of that, but I am not concerned about what they're doing. What I'm concerned about is, what am I doing to provide value? What do I feel good about, like with my business, and what am I doing every day that provides the value? But also, I want to hear that the next move that I make is going to be because you guys have told me you need something, or like I have just recognized like a solution that I know that you guys need. And so that's how I focus on now. Upgrading my office, yeah, I've got to look at YouTube videos and how did they do all that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to don't worry about what other people do. If I pre-recorded my videos, they could be a lot better. But I also, who knows if I would even be here at this point, because I can't pre-record and edit videos and put out 5 videos a week. I can't, I don't know how anyone could do that in reality. So don't worry about what other people are doing, because you are exactly the person a lot of people are looking for, that would be totally turned off by the videos with all the noise and flashy things and all of that. They're going to tune in because they're like, man, I just love Papa Ray and the way that he just breaks things down. And they're going to binge watch all of your videos, and they're going to feel like they know you.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. Miss Santoria, I see your hand is up, and then I'll get you, Charles.
Okay, I was asking, so you say you create the topic, you create the thumbnail, then you create the event on Restream. When you create the event, are you creating it with a form so they can register for your event? Because you said the email list before or after. So how do you get
When
What
you
did you mean by
when you
that?
create an event on Restream, what you're doing is you're choosing all of your social media channels that you want. Let me just show you quick here. Creating your event on Restream is creating the event on all the social media channels that you have. Okay. So if I want to create an event, I'm going to choose, like, first of all, am I going to use the studio or am I going to connect it to OBS or Zoom? If I'm going to use, I'm just going to do this one because I'm actually, I don't know if it'll let me because I'm already in here, but what you would do is say, okay, I'm going to record using this. Okay. You're going to create the title and the description. You're going to upload your thumbnail. You're going to say that you want it this day and time. And then you're going to click next.
Yeah.
I think I- Sorry, I got that muted. So what you want to do is you're going to choose all of this and you're going to just toggle on all of the platforms that you're going. So there's nothing to register. You just need to create your event. Okay. Now, what you want to do once you've created your event is you want to send an email to your list and you want to say, hey, I'm going live at this time and here's the link to join us. And that's it.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Because nobody needs to register. You're just broadcasting live to all of your social media channels.
And can
So
you
you really-
broadcast to a certain group instead of say I don't want to go live on my page. I just want to go live in a females who travel group, and I just want to go live in there.
Yeah,
And
you
can
can
pick the groups you want to go live in instead of your just main page.
Yeah, you can use a Facebook group, your Facebook profile, or a Facebook business page. You could even do all of those if you wanted to.
Okay, perfect.
Charles?
I had one more question.
Uh-huh.
When I try to go live or when I try to record like a Zoom or something, my computer is always going slow. Is there a certain amount of RAM or something that you should have? Because I'm thinking about upgrading my computer. I got 16 gigs of RAM, but it don't seem to be working.
I think Ray has a video.
Papa Ray.
Yeah.
Papa
Papa
Ray?
Ray. I think he has a video about choosing the right computer. Do you, Ray? I know we
My Zoom is lagging, and
It's on my to-do list to do the video to make your computer more. And when I get it, I think Charles has a grandmother that has a computer too, and I'll fix that. I've been doing a lot of research on it. Once you get over a threshold of RAM, like 16 is probably good enough. It depends on what else you have running, and it depends on how much storage you have. Like if you have
I got a terabyte, but even when I restarted and closed all the windows and I have nothing going, it's still like it's not picking up the speed, and I'm talking and it's lagging, I'm typing and it's lagging. I'm just trying to record a video where I can move the mouse and type and be caught up with the
there
video.
may be some settings like the cloud drive that you have, the number of gigabytes you have set up for it. What do you have, an IBM PC or Apple?
I got a MacBook. I got a
There you go.
I got a PC and I got a laptop.
Oh, well, if you're using the MacBook, that may be it. It depends on how old it is, but
I'm using both of them, but I'm using the desktop because it's got 16 gigs and the laptop got 8 gigs. So I was using the desktop, but
16 should be enough in your desktop, but it may not be depending on what else you have running or what starts up. When your computer starts up, if it takes a long time, you probably need to go through and get rid of everything that shouldn't be running at the moment. And there's a guy that even says he wants to take all those that are not necessary, anything that you can't use, and take it off your computer that you're not using. And so I think we've got time. I'm going to find the video, even though I plan to do a better one. I'm going to find the video for you, and I'll post it right here in the chat. And this guy is Dave's Garage, I think, something like that. And he's kind of down to earth like me, and he's done a really good job on this one. So let me find it and I'll get it to you.
Santoria, is it your laptop and your computer that are slow?
Yeah, both of them are slow. One of them is
Might
like
just be your internet in reality. What internet do you have?
I have Spectrum.
What's the speed on Spectrum?
I don't know. I can do a test your speed thing.
Yeah, do like an internet speed test and see if maybe that's the issue.
Do the speed test.
Yeah.
I think this file will help anybody who wants to speed up their computer. So I'll send it to you.
Okay, perfect. What should it be? What should the speed test say? What's low and what's low? What's low? What's high?
Well, upload and download are different, but if you're interested in doing well, you should be 20 or above, and that's just barely. I'm doing 120 right now because I pay for it. I pay for a high-speed internet, and it comes right directly in. But that's not necessary. You could probably do 20 or 30, maybe 50 gigabits per second, and you'd be in great shape.
I know when you're doing videos, you need a lot of RAM. When I started shooting videos, I had the same problem, Santoria, and I had to upgrade. That's why in my office I use my desktop, and it's 32 gigs. And that I have not had issues since I upgraded to that. But even my laptop, it's a gaming laptop, and I still it drags sometimes.
I was gonna upgrade to a 32 gig and see if that helped, but then I seen a computer on Amazon I was gonna get, and it was 40 gigs, and I'm like, oh, now that if I have any problems after that, now it's another problem.
Yep, the bigger the RAM, the better.
The secret to becoming a millionaire is
Charles?
So before I get to my question, I got some more for Papa Ray. I'm about to give him the goods. So what you need to do, Ray, is you have Fathom. So you need to open up your Fathom, and then you need to search keywords. I was thinking maybe like computer, but of course you're going to get stuff that says computer works too. Not that anything's wrong with that. Or keywords like gigabyte or speed test or whatever, right? And then you're going to see all the times that we've talked about those things. And you're going to see you talking, and then you can highlight that, and then you can take that clip, you can download it, and then you don't even need to put it in Descript, but I mean, you could if you wanted to throw words on it, or you could just upload those to a course, or you could just upload those to YouTube, and then you could go high level, and you can make a form, and in the form you can have like a questionnaire. So it's kind of like when you're doing a diagnostic, what type of questions do you need to ask that we might know the answer to? Because you got to remember, I don't know jack. So what type of simple questions can you ask us so that you can get a good idea for an assessment, right? Because what's really going to happen is I'm going to watch the video and all that jazz, and that's going to be really cool, but I'm just going to want to pay you to fix it. So what type of questions do you need to know initially so that you understand what the issue is? And like, I don't know nothing about a speed test. So even based on those questions that you ask, like one of the answers, I don't know, because there's going to be a lot of those. You can send videos based on the answers that or emails based on the answers that they provide so that they can, get that. And, this is go high level stuff. Bridget will, fill in the gaps there. But yeah, that's what you do, right? And then you just charge them. I don't know.
It's funny that you said that, Charles, because I was just thinking.
Do I need to blow that out for you?
I was just thinking that if we had time today, I was going to show you how to do that. How you can create like a form and ask them multiple choice questions, and then send an email based on the answers.
It's so easy. Like I do,
like we're like
I know. I mean, like when people schedule an appointment with me, like, okay, cool, they get the reminders, but in the reminder, I have a survey that they fill out beforehand. Most of the time they do, sometimes they don't, but I really love it when they do because it makes my job easier. Because when I get an appointment, I don't have to ask these questions. I already know the answer. I'm just confirming some stuff real quick. Oh yeah, I see that you did that. Then I know that they're more engaged, which means that the probability of moving forward is going to be higher. And then they're really impressed because they're like, oh wow.
Sweet.
So just do that.
Bridget, would that be, excuse me, wouldn't
I
that
brought
be
Terry out. I know
customer
that was
reply?
good. I know that was good if I brought Terry out. Go ahead.
wouldn't that be customer reply from those different questions?
It actually when they just fill out the form. Let me show you here.
I was thinking of how they reply based on their reply answer could be an automation to a particular email go out.
I mean, it could be. I mean, you know, there's 101 ways of doing something. But I was actually, the reason I thought about this is because and all of you guys know, because you've been through this, but in my onboarding, when you fill out that form, I ask, what registrar are you using? Okay. And when they select, you don't type it in, I have them select the answer. And then when it doesn't matter so much like in that part, but when I complete the onboarding, it will then go through an if else conditional logic and it will say, did they have access to the GoDaddy? If so, it will send them an email and it will say, hey, it looks like we still have access to your GoDaddy account. Here are specific instructions of how to remove our access from GoDaddy. If you have any questions, let me know. And it will continue to send them that email until our access is removed. Okay. So there's so many ways of using this, but it's like Charles is saying he has a different use case than I'm using it, but there's so much power in being able to segment just based on the answers to a question from a basic form.
Facts. Big facts. So
let me show you real quick. Go ahead, Charles. I'll get this set while you're doing that.
I was just gonna say, Ray, but the key takeaway is just post a video, man.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have all of it together because you can go back and update your descriptions later, but you know, just post a video, man.
And that means since Ray is promising to have us this video next week.
And you've already recorded it because you can just pull it out of the Fathom. So I've solved that. And that's like live. So anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So we all need to go subscribe to Ray's channel and make sure to hit the notification bell so that when that video gets uploaded, we can all go give him some love and say, thank you so much. We were waiting for this video. So let me show you guys real quick here. I just want to explain to you because we just talked about this. And this is I mean, it's easy. Again, it's one of those things we probably overcomplicate. But let's go ahead and just create a form. Okay, so we're going to start from scratch here. And the basic form that we need to create is obviously going to have like a first name, last name. I'm just going to delete this because I don't really need it. I don't want the phone number here. We don't really need this. The important part is I want to ask them a question, and then I want them to select the answers, and then I'm going to trigger based off of that answer. Okay, so I'm actually just going to create I'm going to create my own field here. And I'm going to make this multiple. I'm going to choose the radio select because I want them to choose from the list and I want them to choose options that I gave them. Okay, so I'm going to choose here and I'm going to use what is the name of your registrar? Okay, because that's what I use it for. But of course, it could be anything. Now, what I want to do is I want to choose, is this going to be in the contact information or the opportunity information? Most of your fields or your custom fields are going to be in the contact area. If it's in the opportunity, you probably know that you need it in the opportunity. So if you don't know, just put it in contact. We also, inside of the conversations tab, you know, in the profile, the sections are broken up by contact, general info, and additional info. So basically, you're just choosing like this info that I'm putting in this custom form, which area do I want this info to go into? So maybe we're going to choose additional info. So here, I'm going to choose like GoDaddy. Let's add another option. Let's say Namecheap. And let's add another option. We're going to say Cloudflare. And what's another one here that we want to, let's say Bluehost or something. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, so we're going to say that, and let's just go ahead and save. All right, so now we have our custom field created, and I want to go ahead and grab that, and I'm going to drag it into the field. So now we have what is the name of the registrar, and then they're going to select this other one. Now, you may, we want this to be required, but here, I want to show you this because what if I had created this and I was like, oh, I forgot that I wanted to put other on there. All right. So what you can do is just save this and you can go back here into the settings. I hope one day they make this a little bit easier, but you can look for, and I'm just going to search registrar. What's the name of the registrar? I'm going to click here and I'm going to edit this. And then now you have all of the same options again. So if I wanted to add another option here, I could say other and save. All right, so now it's going to update on my form. So if we go back to the form builder, and I think it was this one, let's go ahead and rename it so I remember what it is. And we're just going to say registrar. All right, now it doesn't matter what your use case is. Okay, we're just talking about like really how do you ask them a question, choose the answers, and then base the automations off of the answer. Okay, I want to make this required because I always need a first name. All right, so we have first name, email, and then what is the name of your registrar? So now what I'm going to do, now that I've built the form, I'm going to go build the automations. I'm just going to start from scratch because I usually do. And then you guys let me know, what is the first step here? What is the first step of my workflow?
Search
The form trigger.
Form,
Yep.
yeah.
The form trigger. All right, so we're going to do form submitted. And we're not going to choose this any form in our account. We want to choose the specific form. So we named it registrar. So I'm going to save here. And then the very next step is I need to now choose what am I going to do now? Okay. So I want to choose the if else conditional logic. And I'm going to ask this basic question. Okay. So what is the name of the registrar? Registrar. All right. I just like to put that there to remind myself what it is. Okay. So I'm going to say, if the answer is GoDaddy, I'm going to say here, let's go to contact details and let's go into the custom fields area and we're going to search until we find our field. Okay. So I think this is it. What is the name of the registrar? And then now we're going to choose. We're going to go, let me back up in case I did that too fast, okay? What we need to put in here is we're going to choose a custom value and it's going to be whatever they answered, okay? So I'm going to choose here, we're going to go to contact. And the reason we're going to go to contact is because that is where the custom fields are. If you scroll down here, you'll see custom values. That's not what we're working with. We're working with custom fields, which are like fields in a form, okay? So I'm going to go to their answer, which is in the contact area. Now I want to scroll down here until I get to the answer, okay? So what's the name of the registrar? That is the answer. I can also just copy this if I really want to. So now we have one section, okay? We have what's the name of the registrar, and then the answer is GoDaddy, okay? So we're going to say, what is the answer here? And then we're going to add a...
Can you show me how you got to that first box where it says, what's the name right there? What's that one? Under GoDaddy?
Yeah, you're going to go to the... Let's go back here. You're going to go to contact details. Wait a second. Yeah, contact details. And then you're going to go to custom fields and you need to go to the field that
the same one you went to on the end.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Custom
you put it at the beginning and the end.
And then what is the name? What is the name of the registrar? Is. And then now we're choosing whatever they put here. Okay. So now we need to choose their answer. Okay, so what is the name of the registrar? Let me go back here because I think I just told you something wrong. Let me stop sharing. Let me show you this one that I have here because now that I'm looking at that, I'm like, wait a minute, did I just tell you something wrong? And again, this is a great example of what happens sometimes when you are live and you're working on things and it doesn't always go like you want. So let me get to this point here. And
there were two.
Hey, Bridget.
What is
Yeah.
Sorry, go
questions?
ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say there were two what is questions. So I don't know if you selected the right one or.
yeah, that's what I was questioning here. Okay,
Well,
so
go ahead, Terry.
I'll show you this that I have here. Okay, so here is the actual onboarding thing that I'm working on. Okay, my actual workflow. So basically, I'm taking they filled out the question. Okay, so I'm doing all of these other things. All right, they filled out the question. Nothing happens when they submit the question until they complete it, and then I use the answer from that question. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like if they submit that form and then like a year later you decide to use that information, once the form's submitted, you can use it at any point at any time because they're connected to their profile. So I am actually going to use this in a totally different workflow. The process is the same. I just wanted to show you the conditional logic here. Okay, so I have my condition. All right. So what condition? Now I'm choosing the question, which is what's the name of the registrar is, and then I'm choosing here. So this is what I was wondering. Why was it asking me the custom value when I had this? So let me see here. Custom fields. Let's go back here to custom fields. What is the name of the registrar is? Oh, contains. All right, now this is weird. Do you guys see what I'm looking at here? What I'm
Yeah,
trying
but
to
so,
figure out?
Looking for the
selecting it.
answers, Cloudflare,
Yeah,
Namecheap, and GoDaddy. That's what
right.
you look for.
See
That's what
how
you're
this
looking for.
has, yeah, see how this has the drop down?
Did it load in, or did you have to refresh the
Maybe
page?
because you got
Because
two
once you
ones, you was clicking on that
you
same
didn't
one.
refresh the
Maybe it's the
page.
other one.
You know what it is that that has not been submitted yet, that form. So it doesn't have any idea. It doesn't know what the options are. So let's go back to the form here. Let's go back into our form and let's actually just submit that form. So we have the options. All right, so let's go back here and let's see. So we're going to go to registrar, integrate. Let's go ahead and just copy this link here and incognito, and we're going to paste it in there. And we're going to say Jane is the name, and let's choose plus. Actually, I want to use a Gmail. So I'm going to say vision, marketing, and a design plus @gmail.com. All right, so now I'm going to choose an answer here. I'm going to copy this just so I know, and button. All right, so now that has been filled out. So let's go back to our workflow. I'm going to refresh to get out of here. Let's go back now to our automations. And let me see if I can get back into that one. We'll just choose this one. And our trigger is the form. So we'll do form submitted, and let's choose our form now. So the form is registrar. And then now we need that if else conditional logic. And let's see here, we have contact details. We have our custom fields. We're looking for the question, which I think it's that they both say what's the name of. Let's see. All right, let me choose this one here. Name of is, there we go. That's what it was.
It was the top one.
Yeah, it was
top
the top one.
Yeah. So name is, and then now here we go. So we have, what's the condition? We're going to say GoDaddy for this. But that was cool because do you see, even though that didn't work out perfectly, you guys got to walk through that process with me. So there's everything has value, right? All right. So we're not going to say the people who have GoDaddy and something else. So we need to create a different segment here. Okay. So we're going to choose, again, we're going to go to contact details and we're going to choose, what did we decide it was? The top one.
Mhm.
We're going to choose this one is Namecheap, but we're going to choose or. Okay. It's going to be, is it GoDaddy or Namecheap? So now we need another segment. Okay. So contact details. We're going to go back to custom fields and was the top one?
Aren't these
So
the
by putting the
branches?
or in there,
Are-
Bridget, I'm sorry, Charles. By
No,
putting
go
it,
ahead,
it
Terry.
handles all those. So instead of making separate ones.
Right. This is in the same branch.
Right. But I'm just saying, I had mine branched over instead of, I see it now. I did it differently. So now, okay.
Yeah, this
Same
is what I
process,
say.
different way.
Yeah, there's so many ways of doing it. But yeah. And
Yeah.
that's certainly not wrong just because you do it different. At the end of the day, if you're getting the result you want, that's what's
Right.
important.
Correct.
All right, so we're just going to choose Namecheap. Let's choose Cloudflare for this one. Let's go ahead and add another branch here just to make sure that we have all of them. So every time I do this, I have to remember, is it the top one? And then we have Bluehost. And then, of course, we want our other segment. Okay, so I'm going to choose contact details. And then what is custom fields here? So the top one is, and then it is other, or let's do other here. All right. And then, of course, we always have like a none branch. Okay. So I'm going to go up here instead of condition. I'm going to say what is the name of the registrar because I like to misspell and be thorough here. Okay. So now, why did it do that?
because you said or instead of adding a branch. So
Okay.
this is the GoDaddy branch.
Yeah.
So here you see how you have Cloudflare, Namecheap. Those are different branches.
I should have added
You
segment.
you no 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 no.
No.
So it's when you go back to the other page, you're
Yeah.
gonna see add condition. You're gonna see see below, but it's add condition, add segment,
branch.
add branch. So
Yes.
those are branches.
I added yeah. You're so right. All right, so we should have done it like this.
Yep.
Okay, so instead of wasting all your time again, like I just did, I'll just show you the one that I have completed. Okay, but you can see the point of this. Okay, so if you guys are doing this for yourself, definitely this one is the one that I'm using. This is the one that works. You want to create branches, not conditions. Okay, I just had that wrong in my mind.
Where's the word branch at? Where would that be? I don't see it.
Branch
At the
right here.
bottom right there.
Add
Yeah.
branch.
Oh, it would have been there if all those was erased.
So you created segments
Yep.
instead of branches.
Yeah.
So it'll just be branches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're doing here, like if I erase, let me just delete this whole stuff.
I
If
get it.
I go here and I do if else, this is the thing, and this is why it does get confusing even to me, as you can see, because you're creating branches, and when the question comes in, it's basically like a tree, right? Like we're filtering now. So what every branch is going to be like a question, like does it have this? If it does, go down this branch. If does it have this? If it does, go down this branch. Instead of creating branches, what I did is create conditions and segments. Okay. So that's not what you want to do. When you want to segment it out based on the answer to the question, you need to make sure that you're doing the branch, because the branch, like you can see when I didn't do that correctly, it only created two branches. One said GoDaddy and one said other. I want all of these to be on a separate branch. All right.
Right.
So the
Can
point
you
of
do one right so I can see?
yeah, this is right here. You just want to
Okay.
create a branch. So you're
Okay.
doing everything the same, you're just creating branches. So you want to create the branch, and then you're going to decide what do you want to happen with these additional branches. Well, here I'm adding a tag that says remove Cloudflare, and each of these tags triggers another automation. Okay. So what's happening is they're completing the form. I have that information. Then once they submit the form and the onboarding is complete, then I say I mark it as complete. It triggers this automation. It will read their profile, even if they entered the form in like 2 months ago. It's going to read their profile. It's going to see what did they answer to this question, the question that I asked it here, which registrar are you using? Okay. So based on that answer, it's going to add the appropriate tag, or it would send an email, or it would send a text or a Facebook message, or whatever you wanted to send at that point. Okay. So conditional logic, branch, and then whatever you want in that branch.
At the top, when you said it onboarding was complete, was that because you manually checked something that said their onboarding was complete?
Well,
And
I
then
mean,
they sent them into that workflow. What was that trigger? I
to
didn't get to see that trigger.
complete the onboarding, I have to have completed it. So when it's complete, that's when I trigger that.
And that's
Just-
like your inside your system, and when they finish it, you just manually put them in that system, or it'll say complete.
Yeah, I have to manually do the onboarding. So I just send them to that workflow when it's complete.
two
Okay.
quick questions. One was about SEO. You know, when you're doing a funnel and you can put the SEO information in,
Mhm.
should you put SEO on all the pages, including like the thank you page? Because you don't really want people to search for that, but you're saying you should.
You can mark it as like don't index if you don't really want to, but I do, because when I share things on social media, that's really the biggest thing. Now, I can't think of a time when I would want to share the thank you page. And maybe if you don't really want to, you don't have to, because, yeah, I guess they could search for it, but you could also mark it like do not index, and then that will make it not searchable. But I like to have on every page, I like to have, even if it's the same, like on the thank you page, I think I actually have like join our program today and whatever it is, because it's really the same. If for some reason I needed to share that on social media, I don't want it to be like no share image and like
Understand.
no title and things like that. So I just, when I start a website and I create the first page, I will usually do like the SEO in kind of generic universal kind of way. And then once everything's done, I will go back through the pages and kind of update the SEO based on whatever's actually on that page.
Okay,
That
that
way, if
makes
for
sense.
some reason I forgot or it was a thank you page like that, it's really kind of just universal.
Okay. And then the other question is in relation to, I looked at the video too on courses and like creating a free course and really the default emails, right? They go out like they have a welcome, they have a drip, and they have a send offer. You can't make a specific email for each offer. It has to be like generally all offers, right?
Yes, but you can use custom values to customize the email because you can edit the email. So like let's say if you create your own template, right? And if you wanted to say hey, whatever their first name is, you're going to use that custom value, right? If you wanted it to be like I'm so excited that you're interested in our like digital marketing services, okay? The digital marketing services could be a custom value. So however you want to structure that, like maybe they fill out a form, maybe it's a tag, whatever, however you want to put info in that custom value, you could use the custom values to pre-fill in like even things like the total amount or like their personal representative or all of that
Right.
custom values.
And they talk about a welcome, a drip, and a send offer. I'm trying to understand the difference between those three categories, if you will. Like welcome is welcome to the community, I'm assuming. Send offer is like we just talked about that particular course that they were extended, and then drip is what, if I'm understanding the other two correctly.
So when with those, the welcome email is the email that they're going to receive when they get granted access to the offer. Okay. Now, it's a little different if you are using a community and you're inviting them to the community. So are you inviting them to like the client portal for like the community, or are you wanting to just only have the course?
So I want them to have, well, right now, the way I'm using it is in the client profile, like I'll send them I'll click the button for the offer, and then I'll see that they'll get a welcome email, but I'm like, I don't like that. I want to fix that. So I'm assuming that that's the welcome email.
Yeah.
But
So when they first get access, that welcome email is basically going to be like their login credentials. Okay.
right,
Like
that's what it is.
yeah. So, but if you're using the community, like the client portal, and you want to have that course connected to the community, you just give them access to the community, the client portal. And then whatever courses are in the community area, they will get access to. Now, if you only want to give them access to the course area, like the membership area, then you can set up those emails like that. And the reason it's different is because we can customize the membership area emails, but we cannot customize the community emails yet. I cannot wait.
So I'm just trying to give them access to this one course. I mean, they're different courses, but there's, depending upon who you are, I want you to have this course. And depending upon who you are, I want you to have this course or that course. So then I can just use custom. Then I need to work on the course the welcome email, and I can use custom values based on whatever tags or whatever to kind of make that email dynamic.
Yes. So if you go, let me share my screen here. So inside of your like your membership area, right? So you have your default emails here, and then of course the drip. All right. So just to explain all of this, when someone first gets access to the membership area, they're going to receive that welcome email. Okay. If you want to customize this, you can choose your own and whatever. If you don't, if you just want to build this into the workflow, you just turn that off. Okay. I do have training on how you can set all this up. The send drip email. What this is this is an email that gets sent when, let's say you have a course and they need to complete like the first section before the next section gets released. That's when you want to send the drip email. So it's going to basically let them know, hey, we've you completed all the steps for this. Now we've released this next area. Okay. And then the send offer access email is if they already have access to your membership area, like maybe they're in a free area and then they become a member. And then now you want to send them an email to let them know, like, hey, now you have access to this area. That's what the send offer access email is for.
Okay, so that's not related to the offer that you can send from the contact.
Yes, it is, because this is all baked into your membership area. Okay. So if you go to the offers here and I want to create an offer, like I'm just going to say test or whatever. Now, what I want to do is I want to choose the modules that are going to be in this specific offer. So I may have like test 1 and then give them access to Zoom Mastery and Facebook ads. Maybe I want this to be free, whatever, however I want to structure that. And then I'm going to click create. All right. So whoever I give access to this offer, they're going to get Zoom Mastery and Facebook ads. All right. But I may have another offer that I want to give. Maybe this one is test 2 and it's like the upgrade. And maybe I want to have Zoom Mastery, Facebook ads, and also Bing ads. And then I can decide what I want to do here and then click create. So now I can determine based on, however, it can be in the products area, it can be based on a purchase somewhere. I can determine who gets access to test 1 offer or test 2 offer based on whatever that is, opt-in form, a purchase, whatever. But when they log into the same area, they're going to, based on whatever they have access to in the offer, is what they're going to get access to in that area.
So when you grant them access to test 1, because like you just made that. So like if I were in contacts and then at the bottom there's a section that says like offer, and then if I click on if you click on that name and you scroll down to, and when I do that and then I select that offer, they're going to get the welcome email.
Yes, if you have that toggled on.
Okay, so then editing the welcome email will edit what they receive when they receive that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And the offer email, they have to already be in the community.
Yes. And I do have training. You can look on, it's on YouTube, search like the membership area. I think there's a whole playlist of training for the membership area, but I do have specific training. Like, let's say that you have like 10 different offers and you want to send a different email depending on what offer they're granted access to. There's a way that you can set that up too. You just have to do it like in a workflow. So the trigger would be, I think it's double check the training, but I think the trigger is like new sign up or something is what it says in the membership with that step in the workflow.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Do you guys have anything else before we go for the weekend? St. Tori?
I have one more question. Like with the lead magnet. So I made a lead magnet called How to Travel on a Budget for my travelers. I had did it this way. I'm gonna share with you this way where I made it just a little picture of me, the same picture on my profile. But then I redid it and I wanted to see if the way I redid it was better. Can you see?
It says started sharing, but I don't see anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. And what about it?
I wanted to show you the other one that I did. I don't know how to share the other one. And this one that I did, I wanted to see if you thought this one was better. Let me stop it. And then I'll be done. Because I didn't know whether or not this one is the other. I didn't know whether or not I should have the lead magnet with my face on it or another one. And I just made this other one that was just basic and generic.
So what is the lead magnet?
It's
It's
a free, it's an ebook on how to travel on a budget.
I like this one better.
This one, you can see that one with the
Yeah.
picture of the money. Okay, good. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
I like
I
the
like
other,
it better too.
I like the other image better, but I think that if I was interested in saving money, the money in the piggy bank, if I was scrolling through, I would be
Right.
more likely to stop on that one.
Yeah, I don't want you to get caught up on my dimple. I'd rather, you get caught
That's what
up
it
on.
was. That's
Right.
really what it was. I was like,
Exactly.
oh my gosh, the dimples. What am I looking at now?
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will
Got the
see you
wheel.
on Monday. Have an awesome
Wait,
What happened to the wheel?
Talk about the wheel.
Oh
We got a wheel.
my
The wheel.
gosh.
Oh, I can feel it in the universe. My first time. Come on, Bridget, please.
Gosh. How
You
did I?
guys, everybody on here has one. Just be a good
That ain't true. That ain't
Samaritan.
true.
Be a good Samaritan and just give it to the one person who don't have one.
I'm glad you reminded me here. Let's see. So I'm going to go from the top to the bottom here. So we have Santoria, and we have Ray, and we have Barkim, and we have Charles, and we have Frankie, and we have Manolo and Miss Maria. We have Renal and Terry. And I think that is it. Okay, so I'm gonna call y'all out, make sure that I did not forget anyone. So we have Ray, Santoria, Barkem, Charles, Frankie, Manolo, Maria, Renal, and Terry. Did I miss anyone? No. All righty. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Oh, I really thought it was going to be Santoria this time.
Oh, Santoria, I was cheering for you. I was really cheering for you.
You were probably getting rewarded for supporting her and hoping that she won. All right. Ray, would you like a private consultation or 2 reseller licenses?
Private consultation, worth its weight in gold.
Feel cool.
Somebody could have blew the wheel. It was right there.
I know. I think it was
Come on.
the digital wind blew through my computer and Hey, I do. Before we go, though, Ray, I will send you the link here. But before we go, I do want to tell you something so super cool that's coming from Play. Did you guys know? And I just saw this in their open office hours, but Play is creating basically an option. So if you have the white label version of Play, you can invite agency owners to manage their clients. So imagine, like, how we have the reseller license portal. Imagine if I could invite you guys to have like accounts to resell of like vision ads for your clients.
Very cool.
Imagine. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't pay what anybody else is doing, because I just want to do my own thing. So yes, this is so super. Imagine, oh my gosh, the affiliate program that you could create for your agency. Oh,
Bridget, you know where that's gonna go for me. We had a conversation.
Already know. Already know. All right, guys. Of course, I'll be doing training on all of that when it's released. And I did hear that it's going to be the end of the month. So that is going to be coming soon.
Very good.
So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. And I will see you Monday. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.